All right. Are you ready?
We're back.
We're back. And welcome to our channel, Tekeste and Jones.
Is it Meet Tekeste and Jones?
Oh, Meet Tekeste and Jones. It is Meet Tekeste and Jones. So I am Living Ishe Reviews, and this is...
The Alkali Yogi, also known as Lisa.
Yes, she is. And right now, we're going to review Ready to Love Season 5 or 6.
Or 7 or 8.
Episode 6. And this was called Truth or Dare.
Messy.
Now, this episode... this episode was crazy because they started off... they left us at a cliffhanger last weekend. And so they started... When they last weekend they had 2 of the ladies getting picked to leave, and that was
Precious.
and AP.
AP.
And who did you think was gonna leave?
First, I have to say AP, fellow holistic lifestyle coach. I thought it was going to be AP. She's just not made any connections. I don't feel like her man is here for her.
Yeah, I didn't see anybody that I would think would be her type or look good with her or be good with her. Not look,
Yeah.
physical, but just
That you
these
could
the
see
kind of men that
together.
she need are not there, weren't there.
Agreed. So in the end, it's not surprisingly that who was sent home?
AP. I kind of thought Precious too, because I remember the guys was like she was getting on their nerves a little bit. So
Well, if we're going to be honest and transparent, I do think that Precious will probably be the next one to leave because I still don't see her having a solid connection.
a solid, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's hard to see.
I
from
think that
TV.
AP was let go sooner because she was brought in later in the process, didn't have as much time to even just befriend anyone. But Precious, the only leg up that Precious has on AP is the fact that she was there a couple weeks earlier.
Yeah,
So.
but
But
man,
I don't
I
think-
can't imagine AP there this long either.
No, and that's the thing. But Precious, do you see anyone for Precious? I don't see anyone for Precious in this particular group of men.
I thought Paul would have been good for her, but
Paul's moved on. He's looking
yeah,
at pastures anew.
yeah. Okay, so then, so Tommy, he promised them. He's like, I promise no more curveballs.
And no more dancing or
No.
whatever that was that he was doing.
Do not let him dance ever.
Whatever that was.
Like, no. Please don't show him dancing.
From one
Two left feet.
Yeah, I'm also dance challenged to another dance challenged person.
If she thinks she equal with him, you gotta tell you something. All right, so everybody's chilling and relaxing. They're about to eat some of Chef Eric's food, and okay, I was like, all right, yeah, he looked like those are skills. I thought the food looked good. How about you?
I thought it looked terrible.
Well,
And that's because I'm from Italia, okay, born and raised in Bologna. I'm a holistic lifestyle coach and a food enthusiast
okay, so
who has a history also in the culinary industry. Ask New York. Better ask somebody. I'm just kidding. The reason why it looked horrible to me is because shrimp is a cockroach. Don't believe me? Look it up.
But we talking about the DMV. They just
It's a cockroach. I don't care.
they are on the cockroaches, spiders, the sea spiders, the sea cockroaches. The DMV is all about them crabs and them shrimps.
Listen, I could be back in Brooklyn or back in Brixton. It really doesn't matter to me what zip code I'm in. Cockroaches are cockroaches, so stay away from those. And then the worst thing that you could do, the biggest crime that you could commit outside of eating scavengers, which is what
Oh shoot!
roaches are, scavengers, and shrimp is a roach of the ocean, is to add dairy. Okay? I know everyone loves this like Alfredo thing that lives in America, and then to add some cockroaches to that, cockroaches of the ocean. Very,
Ask an Italian.
very bad dietary decision. poor dietary decision to mix seafood of any sort and dairy. It's no bueno. Also, dairy, highly, highly acidic. These cows, especially in this country, full of pus because of the hormones and the blood that's in the pus, that's in the milk. No bueno. So to me, it looked disgusting. But what do I know? Buon appetito. Enjoy.
Alrighty then.
That's what you get for asking.
Well, okay, the guests thought the food was amazing. So, anyway, then Laverne is over here suggesting games to play. He suggests they play Truth or Dare. Everybody's like, Truth or Dare can always go wrong.
And it
Go right or go wrong, go left, go right.
Let me ask you something. Do you think production told him to do that?
Yeah, probably.
Probably, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Seemed a little bit too contrived that, let's just play Truth or Dare. I don't know.
All right, so
But
then
we appreciate it.
So the first question was asked to Tina, who does she have the most connection with? And she had to go around the table. Came back around. Everybody thought she was going to Wiley. Wiley, because he was the first one that dated her, so he thought he had her in the bag. Then she goes and picks Paul, and Wiley's look on his face, he's just like, that ain't funny.
You can tell Wiley's the kind of guy who is, because he's a handsome young bloke, he's probably not experienced a ton of rejection.
Probably not.
Yeah,
and he's
so
a musician's son and a musician
right.
himself.
He's, as you said, DC royalty, and we are in the DMV, and he did. He thought he had that in the bag. He's like, no one's gonna say no to me.
Paul is glowing. He is like smiling from ear to ear.
Paul is like this. He's like, young blood, I've got this.
Yeah. And then we got but Carmen. Speaking of Carmen, we're gonna speak. That's another Paul thing. But Carmen was shooting her shot at Clifton.
She did.
She was like all giddy with him, and he fixed her a plate and everything. And then so the next dare was Joy. Dared Joy to kiss the person that she likes the most at the table, and she went to Clifton and she laid it on him. And she said, yeah, and I kissed him good too.
And they won't forget
on
that.
the confession camera.
I know. I put it down in his mouth.
Yeah. And
all right, Joy.
But then Carmen was like just looking around like she was kind of,
what are you doing over here, Joy?
Way.
This man just fixed me my food.
Yeah.
Why are you here, Joy?
Yeah. and then they called
Sabrina.
Oh no. Oh. They called out Carmen.
Oh,
remember they were saying like, you really have somebody here?
And it was Dakia
that
did it, because Dakia's like, do you really feel Eric, or are you just trying to get him away from me?
Yeah.
Is basically what Dakia was saying. Carmen basically opted for a truth rather than a dare.
Yeah.
Is what happened there.
And then they called Sabrina, and she wanted a dare.
Sabrina's like this, walking around the table.
Oh, they dared her to nibble on the person's ears who you have.
She played that off really
with.
well, because she just kept going around.
No, but wait a minute. Everybody was looking at Tori. They was hyping him up. It was like, Tori.
Like, keep your mouth shut, people.
Then he was like, kind of like, yeah. Then she walking around the table.
She's doing this, like.
Yeah, she went in this direction. Then she turned the other way, and she went to who was that?
And then she planted one on Demetrius.
Yeah, she nibbled on his ears, and Tori over there looking he looking embarrassed. He feeling stupid. It's like.
And the people that said his name should also feel stupid.
Yeah, and I think they was laughing at him. That was so bad. And to make matters worse, they asked Demetrius truth to dare. He said dare, and they said go and kiss the person you got the best connection with. And he goes and kisses Sabrina after. So Tori had to watch Sabrina kiss another dude's ears, nibble on his ears, and then watch a dude kiss her. Man,
all in front of him.
He got up and smooth walked out. He was like, man, I ain't.
He did not sign up for that.
Y'all don't know who y'all playing with.
For people of a particular age, you guys were a little bit messy. You could have eased off a lot of that embarrassment off of Tori by simply not calling out his name.
Yeah.
Over and over and over again.
He was like, oh yeah, she on her way.
Yeah. She's like, she's coming. She knows where home is. Like Sabrina said, he knows where home is.
All right, so then they had
Sabrina from Ready to Love last season. Also D&D.
Oh, right.
To Walter. Daddy knows where home is. Walter was confused. He knew nothing. But anyways.
All right.
Because Walter was being serviced, but I've digressed.
We done with Walter.
We're done with that last
cast can't
season.
go away fast enough. Damn. Now we gotta see you until the next season. So then we got Precious, Joy, Wiley, Clifton, and Demetrius. And they go on a group date. And about that date, anything? They do a lot of sex jokes.
A lot of sexual innuendos. And then
Joy acts like she's interested in
Wiley, which was weird because we've not seen that before.
Yeah, I don't think. But I did notice on one scene that he was holding her or holding hands or something. I know he was really... I've seen them walking together. So, but that's weird that I don't know whether she just, she's like going through the motions. I don't know if somebody asked her to do that. Because
we've not seen her be interested in anyone else, to be honest, outside of Clifton. So.
And Clifton, he wants her all to himself. He's like, he keeps looking over there, watching them. You got Sabrina and Tori having
No, you have Demetrius and Precious having a conversation where Precious is basically trying to...
She's pleading.
She's pleading like, I'm not that party girl. She says, I'm a professional. I would never put a nightclub before the love of my life or going to the club before the night of my life.
I ain't all about the clubs.
So, and to that I felt a little bit bad because I don't think that that's what they really think about Precious. I think that was a roundabout way of saying, Precious, there's not anyone that has a real connection here with you. So instead of telling you that, we're going to tell you that you seem too social and like you're still about that nightlife. Yeah. Let's be honest. I mean, what has she done to make it seem like she's out in the club until 3 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, I don't know where they got that from.
Yeah, so... Is that a false flag? No, I don't know what a false flag is. You tried to tell me yesterday, but I forgot.
Different video.
Different video for a different day.
Okay, so anyway, Sabrina wants to make it right with her and Tori. Mm-hmm. She was sorry about he had to witness such disgust. So they go on a date so she can talk to him. And he's like, either you with me or you ain't. You gotta make a choice. And he was like, hey, he was intentional. It was like, I came here to love and to nibble on. I ain't come here to watch somebody nibble on some ears unless I was doing the nibbling.
Or my ear was being nibbled on.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that in the end though they were able to surmise that it is a part of the process. And I think she was successful at letting him know that, listen, I'm still interested in you, but I'm just going through the process. I'm nowhere near making a decision. And if anything, I think that was a gentle nudge for Tori to, as a reminder that, hey, there are other women still here that I could potentially get to know rather than putting all of my eggs in one basket, especially when that basket seems to be split in two.
Yeah, she real mature. Mm-hmm. She looks like a kid, but you see how she sat Paul down? Mm-hmm. And she told him, it was like, what she said was like really
You're going to be my mentor, not my lover. You will be my mentor.
So she always, keeps it professional. Hey, this is a process. I got to go with it, I just can't choose you only. So yeah, in that way, like this season, the men are really chasing these women.
It's nice to see.
Yeah,
I
'cause
don't know what it is because we spoke about this too. What it is that from season to season changes to the dynamics that create it so that like in one season it feels like the females are more pursuing of the men, and then in another season it feels like the men are more pursuing of the women. This season, the definitely, even though it's the same, we're in the same location that they were last season, the DMV area. This particular cast seems to be a little bit more A-type men,
yeah,
maybe.
yeah.
Yeah. I like it personally. I'm a little bit old-fashioned or a lot old-fashioned. I like to see a man pursue a woman. What
Yeah.
say you?
Yeah, I think, yeah, you hit it on the head. These guys are a little more like aggressive, but in a mature way. Like they not like silly like we have with Troy and Corey.
Right. Players.
Yeah.
They're
You know,
just kids
trying.
in adult bodies.
Yeah, but they was doing only pursuing. That was crazy.
Right.
But-
Of everyone that they could lay their eyes on, by the way.
Yeah.
They weren't being selective in any way.
Okay, so then here go the funny scene. This is the club scene. This is where Ace, Dakia, and what's her name, Tina, they go to the club with Tori and Laverne, and we got Tina. She looked like she a club, you know, she in the club life. She had the whole suit, the cat suit, the tight suit. That it was a Louis Vuitton. No, what is it?
I don't want to say and put it out there. That's so shady.
It was something. See, I
It
don't
was
know.
a similar
Gucci?
version of a very big fashion house. We'll leave it there.
Okay, yeah, it was all that print. I was like, man, that is club attire. That's
It
straight
is.
club attire.
Touche.
And so then Laverne and Ace are talking, and the Kia sound like
She's stirring
she's
the pot.
yeah, cause she like
She's like, how'd you feel about that, Tori?
yeah, she like you see this nose rubbing his face in it about what happened, and but yeah, so I think that set him to go elsewhere. But Laverne and Ace, they getting along. He's touching her knee, so he's being intentional with who he wants. That he wants her, and she's stuttering. You know, she don't know what to do. And but the weird thing in this conversation, they was getting to know each other. It's like, oh yeah, he's like, I'm from the South, I'm Southern, but he's from Indiana. that's
Oh, this is
that's
Laverne
north.
and Tina. Right?
Next time, yeah.
I was still thinking about
Oh, no,
Laverne and
Laverne
Ace.
and
Yeah,
Ace.
this is Laverne and Tina.
Yeah, I don't
What
know
a dry
when
conversation.
Indiana became South or Southern because it's above the Mason-Dixon line, it's north, and it's anyway.
Even
then
I
he-
know that, and I'm not American.
Oh.
Even I know that.
Nah, this part is when he was like, you should know this city is Gary, and what is the most famous thing that come out of Gary? She was like, he's like, the king of R&B.
I'm like, Bobby? Bobby Brown's not
Luther?
from Luther. He's from Boston.
the king of R&B, Luther, Bobby, like it's the king of pop. It's the king of pop. if
Like,
you're
if
from
that's
Gary,
your whole line to, like, if that's like your whole shtick.
That's why
so
he's
to
on the
speak,
show, 'cause
how do you not know this
he
inside and out,
messes up
upside
all
down?
his chances when he says that with everybody. So he's on the show.
Like, you can tell, though, that this is his shtick. I'm proudly from Gary, Indiana, which is in the South and birthplace of the king of R&B. Both of those are false. He was the king of pop music and always will be. Rest in power, Michael Jackson. And it's nowhere near the South. So I'm just like, what are we doing, Laverne? Wait, he lied to us? Where are you really from?
Nah,
Are you even human, Laverne?
he just seemed like
I need proof.
he kind of seemed lamer and lamer every time. Not lame, but I don't know. He seems just a different kind of person.
We'll just say he's different.
He's different. Yeah, and then so yeah, after that we got Tina and Paul, they talking, and can't remember that conversation. He was just like giving her compliments and all that stuff. So he was chasing.
As a man should.
And what else we got? We had, oh, and I forgot, all of them women were dancing,
Grinding.
twerking. How was Ace's twerk?
About as good as mine. So no offense, Ace. You're not a twerker. Neither am I. But we chaturanga that dandasana, don't we, as yoga teachers?
All right.
It's yoga speak.
Yoga. See, yoga talk. I don't know.
By the way, Ace, I'd like to know what studios you're teaching at, because I happen to have noticed your red bottoms. And I'm thinking, I need to either up my hourly rate.
Yes, please let us know.
Or I need to up my hourly rate.
Please let us know how to do that, because we could use a few things.
Right.
All right. So now we go to deliberations. So they get right to deliberations right after
Get
that.
right to it.
First thing I remember is Joy gloating about
How she kissed Clifton.
how she kissed Clifton. She has voted with her mouth. So she is all about Clifton. And Sabrina talks about Demetrius, and
Tori.
people are confused about what happened with Tori. So she's conflicted, as she said.
I low-key
Well, she
wonder
didn't say
too.
it, but she was confused.
I low-key also wonder if Sabrina is a little bit more into Demetrius because he's not chasing her. Because women do get attracted by that. Let's not forget Sydney was attracted to Phil because at the pool party, he's the only one that didn't scurry up
Yeah.
to her like a little boy. He was excited with his tail in between his legs. Like, he just plays it cool. He's like, whatever. He's a little bit nonchalant. So I wonder if a little bit that's kind of the pull. Whereas Tori is being very, I think, direct and very straightforward, which I love. I find that attractive instead of playing these games or being aloof. I don't know if Demetrius is playing games or if he's just naturally aloof. Could be both. But he even brought her the cupcakes. And yet, for some reason, she's yearning for a man who has not done any of those things. You know, even during their tour of Washington, do you remember how he was just like,
Yeah.
actually on the tour, like taking in the
Yeah,
sights,
he-
not pursuing,
He was there.
like an alpha male, not pursuing the woman in whom he claims to be interested in. So all I can say to that is, buh. What say you?
Yeah. He's playing a game. And,
She might be falling for it.
yeah.
I don't know.
But, you know, Tori is still a strong contender. Because they got also...
Tori.
Also, Tori had... No, she said that she likes Tori, but she also needs somebody who's a little more serious.
Right.
He's a good time, but she might need somebody a little serious. So Tina talks about Paul and Donovan. She really likes Paul and Donovan.
Mm-hmm.
Carmen likes Eric and Paul.
Lies. She does not like Eric.
Everybody's laughing at the table. They see right through her. Dakia likes Paul and Eric. And they going, yeah, because, like, but Carmen said her man, Carmen's trying to take all of Dakia's dudes. Ace likes Laverne and Tori. She liked Tori's rap when he was freestyling.
Ace's man is not there.
No.
Ace, you're one of my favorite gals ever to be on this series. But we know your man is not there.
Yeah, I don't think so. Ace, if it is, it's Laverne, because they kind of different.
No, Laverne
Both
is
of them
not
are
authentic. He's not genuine. And that is the opposite of Ace.
All right, so speaking of which, she likes Laverne and Tori. Oh, we did say that.
We did say that, yeah.
Precious likes Paul and Donovan. Donovan don't like no Precious. Paul did
No
like
one
her
likes
until
pressure.
Tina came and Carmen.
Right. Tina and the girls came.
And Carmen.
Because
And
Tina's
the
girls, boy.
Carmen.
Tina's
Oh,
girls are deserving of a little bit of a mention because they sit up very high.
and she got a kid. She's all right. So who they don't feel, who they ain't digging, Ace is and Carmen is not digging Clifton. Carmen mad at Clifton because he played her for Joy. So Carmen's like F Clifton, and Ace said he's just like cool. So then Tina don't like Wiley and Laverne. I don't remember her saying why. She didn't like Laverne, I guess, because when he was trying to.
Manscape.
No, his shtick didn't work.
Yeah, her manscaping Indiana.
Oh yeah,
Gary Indiana. And not even doing it correctly.
yeah. Who else? Precious didn't like Wiley, and he said he give off homie vibes, and Laverne. Yeah, I don't see them. Sabrina don't like Laverne, so it was Wiley and Laverne.
Two very attractive men.
And the king of
bottom.
DC. Why y'all eliminate him?
You just gave it away. Now you know.
Yeah.
Wiley went home.
But why? I mean,
Because there was nobody there for him, and he's really young. I know, Wiley, you say that you're much more mature, and I believe that because you've probably been on the road with your dad. You've probably seen things and done things that most 32-year-olds have not. I grant you that, but I don't know. It just, your person wasn't in this group of women. I'll just say that. I didn't see it. More than you being young, I'll say that I just didn't see a fit for you amongst this particular selection that was on this season.
yeah,
We'll leave it
only
at that.
person he could have been with is Joy.
Tina,
Wiley and no,
because
but
they were the same age-ish.
I know, but that's really why she don't want nobody her same age.
Joy doesn't want him. She's 10 years older than him. She doesn't want that.
Oh man, that's right.
Even though they're both like musicians, actually, but I don't see
That's
it
what I
anyways.
was thinking.
Yeah, I get it, but yeah, no. In any case, Wiley was booted, but Wiley will be just fine. This is, after all, the DMV, and he low-key runs this ish. So
Yeah, he's good with the ladies.
he'll be fine.
Musician, son of Chuck Brown,
No problem.
football player, man.
You have your choice.
Yeah. So that was an easy one. Laverne, on the other hand, he needs some help.
Laverne, those looks are certainly going to waste, I have to say. For as handsome as you are equally annoying.
Yeah, he gonna need a little more help than he can get than Wiley don't need no help, but
But Laverne, he's a bit moody. You're a
he's
bit
on
moody.
the show. Yeah,
You're a
that's
bit
what the
moody.
lady said.
Yeah. What a waste of all those good looks. But anyways,
All right, so that's it for our review
that's the wrap.
of Ready to Love season 5,
Episode.
episode 5.
What?
Episode 5. I don't know. Yeah, that was kind of a good episode.
Oh yeah. Should we rate?
What would you rate it?
I'm gonna say a 6 out of 10.
Yeah,
I struggled to get through this
I'll
one.
give it a 7 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so
Until next week,
until next week,
stay free, get free. See you next time.
and we'll be back next week with episode 6, and stay decent.
Bye.